There are 5 invisible habits that instantly set you apart from other men. Welcome back, dear friends. Many men aren't even aware of the energy they carry. Many simply feel like they will never find a woman who loves them for who they really are. Many assume that women only care about a man's money or status. And yes, for some women those things are extremely important. And the fact that women tend to date upward is well documented. But income is not the dominant factor for all of them. There are many other things about you that interest them. How you live your life, how you treat yourself, the kind of energy you project, the things that make you unique. These are small, invisible habits that shape how women, and people in general, feel when they're around you. Invisible because most of the time you don't even know what exactly it is that makes this person stand out. From a woman's perspective, I also notice that some men already have these habits without even realizing it. And these habits set you apart from other men because they aren't easy, they aren't comfortable. And many people choose comfort. They choose the path of least resistance. Today, I want to share these 5 habits that instantly set you apart from others. And at the end, I have a bonus point. I'm Lady Saphira, and if you enjoy videos like this, please like this one and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps and means a lot. Now let's get started. This video was created in collaboration with Holy, and look what they're offering right now. More on that in just a moment. I've been working with Holy for a while now. For those who don't know them, they offer powder-based drinks like energy drinks, iced tea, and milkshakes. I personally love Holy's energy drinks because they give me that extra kick when I need to work or focus for long hours. But what excites me the most are their iced teas. I can drink them late in the evening and still sleep well afterward. And often after dinner, when I want something refreshing while watching a movie or gaming, I crave something tasty and energizing. And the Holy iced teas are incredibly refreshing. I also like them because they're made without sugar or artificial flavors. Just put the powder in the shaker, add cold water, shake, done. If you want to try Holy, their Christmas calendar is the perfect opportunity. Either as a gift for someone young in your family or for yourself. There is the small sample advent calendar and the big squad advent calendar, this one here. Both come with exclusive new Holy flavors, iced tea, hydration, milkshakes, something for everyone, plus premium shaker merch. Behind every door is a fun surprise. Honestly, I think it's a really original gift. Something different, right? Last year, the calendars sold out in just a few days, so it's definitely worth getting one quickly. With my code Tamara, you save 10%, and until October 13th, there's an additional €10 early bird discount on the calendars on top of my code. Give it a try. The first difference that sets you apart from other men is the way you treat people in moments when it's difficult. It sounds simple, but the truth is, anyone can be friendly when they're in a good mood or when they want something from someone. But how do you treat people when it's hard? When you're stressed, annoyed, or dealing with someone from whom you get nothing in return? Many people in moments like these give short, clipped answers. They're impatient, and it gets even harder when others behave rudely. Most people immediately respond at the same rude level. It takes energy to hold back and remain respectful. And if you're the man who stays respectful even in stressful moments, even when others are behaving badly, then you stand out. Women notice it, colleagues notice it, everyone notices it. As a woman, I can tell you, it is very attractive when a man remains composed even in uncomfortable situations, and that is exactly what sets you apart from so many others out there. You instantly have my respect, and it also shows how you will treat your partner when things get difficult. If you want to stand out from the crowd, Don't just pay attention to how you present yourself. Pay attention to how you treat people, especially when it's hard. The next point is your ability to seek honest feedback and to use it. In general, I'm not someone who believes you have to constantly self-optimize, always push yourself to be better, or strive for perfection. On the contrary, I think it's completely okay to sometimes just be satisfied with who you are and what you've achieved. But that's exactly why this point is so interesting. Your ability to seek honest feedback and truly use it has nothing to do with unhealthy self-optimization, but with maturity and self-confidence. And seeking feedback is uncomfortable. Criticism is uncomfortable. Nobody likes hearing that they've made mistakes or that they come across differently than they think. Many men avoid these conversations. They don't want to hear that they're not perfect, and taking criticism is hard for them. That's exactly why so few people seek feedback. They avoid uncomfortable truths instead of asking for them and using them. Maybe a trusted person says to you, "Hey, I notice you don't handle criticism very well." And if you take that seriously, your reaction in the next situation will be completely different. You'll have it in the back of your mind, and you'll handle criticism much more confidently. Another difference that sets you apart from others, and especially from other men, is your ability for emotional reflection, meaning consciously recognizing your own emotions, especially the more difficult ones. And yes, you have them too. We all do. Nobody is perfect. And honestly, I don't know many men who actually think about themselves. Of course, there are also women who never question themselves, clearly. But we are talking about men here. And again, I don't recommend that anyone constantly analyzes themselves and their feelings. On the contrary, I think that's counterproductive. And nowadays, many people's thoughts revolve endlessly around themselves. How do I feel right now? What did this do to me? And they stay stuck there without learning anything from it. The difference here is subtle. It means consciously taking small moments to pause and understand why certain emotions suddenly overwhelm you or make you passive-aggressive. Why did that frustrate me so much? Why is this triggering aggression in me right now? And you learn that. It's not about constant, "How do I feel now?" It's about self-reflection only when there's an unusually strong emotional reaction. When you understand your own triggers, you can consciously choose how you respond. And yes, it's uncomfortable, because it requires honesty with yourself. But taking a moment to realize why you're angry, disappointed, or insecure helps enormously. This is how you gain control over your reactions. And this is not something others can see directly, but it changes your behavior and the energy you project. And people notice that immediately. The next point is genuine attention. And I notice with many people that they're not truly interested in what the other person is saying. Most don't really listen. They just wait for their turn to speak again. Of course, that's not a disaster, but someone who truly listens, who asks questions, who takes the other person seriously, instantly stands out. There are these rare people. You talk to them and you feel like in that moment, nothing else exists for them except your conversation. And that is powerful. They don't look left or right. They don't let themselves get distracted. They look at you. They speak to you. They're fully focused on you in that moment. And yes, again, it's not always easy to shift your focus away from yourself. I know this from my own experience. Imagine a barbecue with friends, 20 people at a table. Most are telling stories about themselves, their city trips, their career achievements, all the impressive things they've done. Everyone wants attention from time to time. Some want it all the time. And then there's this one person who doesn't talk much about himself. Instead, he asks curious questions and listens attentively. He stands out quietly in a very positive way. And yes, it takes energy to stay curious about others, to give attention. I personally feel this, especially when I'm tired or not in the best mood. Most people avoid that effort because it's easier to tell your own story or withdraw completely. But listening with interest, asking questions, engaging even when it costs energy, that makes you noticeable in a subtle, powerful way. How you treat your body and your mind in the long run also makes a difference. And it's not just about movement or sports. It's about the uncomfortable, sustainable choices, sleep discipline, conscious nutrition, drinking less alcohol, routines that give you energy, and also mental habits, like learning new skills. Short-term pleasure always feels easier than long-term discipline. Wine with dinner is easier. Snacking late at night is easier. Staying up too late is easier. All of these require self-control. And it's the same for the mind. Investing time and energy into learning new things requires patience and perseverance, and often feels exhausting on top of an already stressful day. So many people stay in their comfort zone, understandably. And by the way, setting boundaries also belongs to self-care. Saying no, canceling on others, not fulfilling everything immediately. Many struggle with that. People want to meet expectations, and often they sacrifice themselves without realizing it, losing balance and appearing constantly rushed or tense. Have you noticed this in others? I absolutely have. But when you commit to taking consistent care of your body and your mind, you feel the benefits immediately. More energy, better presence, more inner calm, physical and mental strength. This is subtle. You see the difference, but you can't quite explain it. As a woman, I quickly notice when a man takes care of himself. And I'm not talking about some random guy on the street. I mean friends, colleagues. Not because he has perfect muscles, but because he clearly maintains routines that support him. Maybe he trains regularly, eats consciously, prioritizes rest, practices hobbies that nourish him, or learns new things. This makes him grounded and balanced. And that energy is noticeable in every area: daily life, work, social settings, and dating. And now the extra point that sets you apart from the crowd. A man who has values and principles, who knows what he stands for, and stays true to them even when facing resistance. Especially today, with the culture of outrage and hypersensitivity everywhere, this is not easy. And one place where this is very visible is politics. One day they stand for one thing, the next day for something completely different. And once they get into office, they abandon all their principles. They turn into weather vanes. A man stands out when he stays true to himself. When he doesn't constantly seek outside validation. He doesn't chase popularity or applause. He acts according to his own compass, not according to whatever political trend or cultural wave is currently popular. Maybe he disagrees with a popular opinion, but he stays respectful and consistent. Or he makes decisions that others don't like, but they align with his values. It's so much easier to go with the crowd. It's tempting to be liked, to get applause, to never upset anyone. The most popular people are those who appeal to the largest possible audience. Defending your own principles, especially when they are not popular, requires courage and integrity. People immediately notice that you don't bend, that you are grounded, and that doesn't mean arrogance or indifference. It simply means authenticity. As always, this is just a thought provoker. Write me in the comments whether you see these habits in your own life and how you think they influence others. Thanks for watching. See you very soon. Take care, and bye.